Hey guys, welcome to Fat Quarter Shop live stream. Today is July 24th, 2020, and I'm super excited about today. We're halfway through 2020, a little bit more, which is exciting, and I'm super excited to introduce the Prim Proper book that will be shipping in October by Lori Holt. So when we're working on books, we have these little white binders, and this is kind of how we work. It's like a working copy. So the main quilt behind me, I'm going to actually show you all of it. So this is the main quilt. And we are pre-selling quilt kits. And it's so pretty. So it's got a beautiful basket, it's got cross blocks and stars in the corner, and it's using the brand new Prim collection. This collection is now in stock at Fat Quarter Shop. And Lily's gonna just show you all the detail. The kit will be available in October because Lori designed this after the fabric collection came out. And so we are doing a photo shoot on August 5th. And after we do that photo shoot, we can send it to the printer. So it's beautiful. So I'm going to show you what else is in the kit. I'm going to leave that like that. There are 3 table runners. There's that quilt, 3 table runners. This is the first one. It's a star table runner, and this is fat 8th friendly. And this is the back. And when we do the photo shoot that day on August 8th, we're not going to have a live stream that week. We're going to just have Lily post some videos to the YouTube section for you guys to take a peek at our live stream. Our photo shoot. So this is the first table runner. And I really like these table runners because they're nice and fat. This one is a crisscross table runner, and this one is layer cake friendly. So as you're looking at these, you could order fabric and have it ready. We're kitting the big quilt that's behind me, and the table runners are pre-cut friendly. And then this is a log cabin because Prim and log cabins go perfectly together, and this one is fat 8th friendly. And I like that these are big and fat so that they can really go anywhere. And this would be really cute as a baby quilt, wouldn't it? Yeah. I love how the center, it's got a big square instead of a small square. And then in addition to that, the 3 table runners, there are some pillows. This is the flower pillow. It's 18 inches square. And then the log cabin, there's 3 sizes. So here's one. I think they're 18, 12, and 6. And so that is our Prim and Proper book. I'm going to kind of go through the book. And a big thank you to all of our sample makers who made these, which is Nancy Doughton, Deborah Hawkins, Angel Tucker, Terry Jungman, and Teresa Williams. And big thank you to Gina Tell, who quilted all of these. And let's see. So the big quilt, I'm going to kind of give you all a little bit of information about them by looking at the big quilt is 57, I believe, by 73, something like that. I could be a little bit off. And 63 by 75. The Prim Star Runner is 39 by 65, and it uses fat 8ths plus, fabric for the background. The Stitch Runner, which is the little X's, that's layer cake friendly, and that one has rickrack in the binding or vintage trim, large vintage trim. And I did a live stream on how to do that, and there's also a blog on Lori's blog, Lori Holt's blog, beinmybonnet.blogspot.co, that will tell you how to do that. The Prim Cabin Runner uses fat 8ths, And on the pillows, the log cabin pillows, they come in 12, 16, and 20. So 3 pillow sizes. And then this beautiful one is 18 inches, and it has the brick rack in it. So that is our brand new Prim and Proper book. We would love for you, if you're interested in this book, to go ahead and pre-order it. If you're interested in the kit, go ahead and pre-order it. And super exciting that we get to publish books for Lori. And so we're going to be doing the photo shoot in a German house in Fredericksburg, so that it is very prim and proper to match the book. So, and that's going to be August 4th, 5th, that week. And so that week we're not going to do a live stream. Lily might be able to do like a little behind the scene video or something and post it that morning. Because we're starting the photo shoot on Thursday. And then that'll give me, my mom's also having surgery that week. So I need to take that day off.
Mm-hmm. All right. From Iris Rivera, is the Prim quilt appliqued or pieced?
Pieced. So what we do with Lori is we publish her books that are all pieced, and then and then Riley Blake does her sew-alongs that are applique. That way she has some applique and some pieced, and we keep them just totally separate. Did that make sense, Lily?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
But let us know if it didn't.
Okay.
Gina Tell says, I had so much fun quilting all of them. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, they're so pretty. And then yesterday I stayed home, and Emma has to get braces, so it was like our 5th appointment or whatever. And then I'm working on some stuff we're going to do in September, and I made 2 table runners yesterday, and I forgot to text Gina, and this morning I was like, I wonder why she didn't answer me, and I was like, because I didn't hit send. That's why she didn't answer me. So I texted her a picture this morning and said, can I send these to you?
Oh.
But it was funny because I was like, I wonder why she didn't text me back. I'm like, because I didn't text her. I sent the text and it was sitting there. Like when I went to her last text, it was sitting there, just didn't hit send.
Oh.
So I was like, oh my goodness.
That's funny.
So I was excited that yesterday I got 2 little small quilts done.
Yay. A few people are asking what the fabric in the corner stars is of the quilt behind you.
So this is all Prim. This is all the Prim collection by Lori Holt. It came in on Monday or last Friday, something like that. So it's her collection, her fabric collection. And so sometimes she'll design stuff after the collection has already gone to print, if that makes sense. And then that means we come in and we make a book a little bit later, and then the kit comes out a little bit later. It's all just timing.
All right. And then Angela Stoudinger had said that today's her birthday, 74. OMG.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Angela.
My brother's birthday was yesterday, and he's 52, I think. And I was like, man, we're really getting up there.
Oh.
We're really. I mean, I was like doing the math in my car, and I was like, oh my goodness.
And a few people are wondering, how good does it feel to have your new AC?
Oh my gosh, it's good, except the bedroom. I don't think it's exactly working exactly right yet. So what's happening now is Kevin's office is freezing, like 60 degrees, and then my office is like not as hot, and then the bedroom's not as hot. So I think all the air is going somehow in his room. So it's a little bit off, but it is very nice and very exciting. Yesterday Kevin took the window unit out because they left the window unit just in case. So we took that out, so that was nice that we could like open the windows again. But yes, and then we still have the drapes closed in the house, so we need to like open those back up. But yeah, nice, really nice, because I could sleep. And yesterday, because I haven't really been sleeping, so like 2 nights ago I went to bed like 7 o'clock. I'm not kidding, like so. And then last night I went to bed at like 9. Because I was like, you know what, I just need to catch up on my sleep. And then it was when my alarm went off this morning, I got up the first time. Usually I'm one of those people that like hit snooze like 5 times. So I got up and I was like, oh my goodness, it feels so good to like have 2 nights of full rest, not sweating and waking up and all that.
Yay.
Emma did wake me up in the middle of the night though, and she was hitting me because she does that. She's like one of those people that like talk in her sleep. And she was like, Peyton, get away from me. You're in my space. Peyton. And she was like hitting me, and I'm like, first of all, I'm not Peyton. Second of all, quit hitting me. So this morning when I woke her up, I told her, and she just kind of looked at me like, what are you talking about? So she like talks and kicks in her sleep, and then Christopher sleepwalks. So.
Oh man. All right. Jacqueline Woodward's asking, will the Prim Fat Quarter Bundle be enough to make the Prim quilt behind you?
No. because you need a lot of background and stuff. So that one's more quilt kit oriented. And then we made sure that the 3 table runners were pre-cut friendly. So if you're interested in those, you can just buy the pre-cut and then add the yardage you need.
From Tracy Holly, what level of a quilter is the quilt?
I think it's pretty beginner because it's all corner squares. So you can see that, like for example, this is a half square triangle and you add corner squares. And then this is really easy. Let me tell you how that's assembled. I know, I just want to tell you correctly without, yeah, this one is super easy because this is squares, square, rectangle, square, rectangle, square, rectangle. You make it bigger and you put a ruler on top of it and you trim it down so they come out perfect. So there's no bias edges here either. And then this is just corner squares. The hardest part of this quilt, I would say, would be this unit right here. That would be your hardest part.
All right. And before, oh, here's a question. From Tracy Whetstone, do you need the book to make the quilt if you buy the kit?
Can you look, Lily? It's on the website. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure the kit comes with the book.
Oh, you will need to order the Prim and Proper book separately.
Okay, yeah. So order the book and the kit.
Yes. All right. So before we move on, we have several new members and a few super chats that have come in. So new member Melanie Fuller. Welcome, Melanie.
Thank you.
Yay. And another new member is Mary Todd. Welcome, Mary. Woohoo. And then we got a super chat. Let me open it up here. It's from Valeria Bauer for $19.99. And she put a little pair that's like looking in a mirror going like this, and it says, "Thanks for being you."
Oh, thank you.
So very cute. Thank you, Valeria. And then new member Melissa Christensen. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you.
Yay. And then another new member, Kathy Brock. Oh no, sorry, not new member. She gave us a super chat for $19.99 as well. And Kathy says, "I'm so excited. I received my beginner quilt material and anxious to start. I learned from the best, Kimberly. I am using the new fig tree grunge. Thanks for everything Fat Quarter Shop does for us. You inspire me."
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. All right. And new member, Stitching with the Sisterlies. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yay.
Colleen.
Oh, okay.
And Cheryl, yeah.
Yes, that is them. And new member, Matthew Bodisett.
Thank you.
Yay. Welcome. Welcome, everyone.
So I wanted to let you know on the Bloom-Topia, we're now at 57,000, and Kevin and I mailed our check, Moda mailed our check, and these are the 2 auction quilts I'm going to show you. And with that, we should hit about 90,000, which is so exciting. We did post on the blog earlier this week a summary of the wishes that we've granted. So if you want to see what kind of impact that you've made, that would be great for you to go see. I'm going to show you Sherri's quilt is, you can click on the link below to eBay, and her quilt is at $880, her and Chelsea's quilt, sorry, Sherri and Chelsea. And then Pat Sloan's quilt is at $920. This is the bottom right. And this is her quilt. So these 2 quilts, whoever purchases them, when eBay collects the money, it goes directly to our Make-A-Wish campaign. So super pretty. This is the top.
Or that's the bottom. I think it's upside down.
Yeah, I think it's upside down, but that's okay. So there we go. So pretty. So if you are interested, that auction is going to end tomorrow morning. So if you're interested in getting a quilt from Pat Sloan or Sherri and Chelsea from A Quilting Life, go ahead and bid on those. The bidding will end tomorrow. And just a huge thank you for all of that, because $90,000 is a huge amount of money. We're making a difference. We're doing something.
Yes, thanks for everyone who's participated in this.
Yay. And Jelly Snowflake has been super popular. So this is a completely free pattern that you can get on our blog. This is where we're at. We're at part 4. And part 5 will come out next week. Part 5 is going to be primarily the finishing. And this is a completely free pattern that will be available forever on the Fat Quarter Shop website and blog. So we would love for you to sew along, share your progress. I've seen so many beautiful quilts. I've seen so many, just so many different ones. It's so amazing to see that everybody thinks outside the box and none of them look the same.
All right. Melinda Sawyer was saying about the Prim and Proper quilts. I would love a quilt of just the corner squares. I think that sounds like a good idea.
Oh yeah.
That would be really cute. Oh, and Jenny Hansen was reminding everyone to hit the thumbs up button, please, if you're liking what you're
so
seeing.
if you want to like our videos, you know, if you're ever watching our videos and you ever think about it, just hit that like button. It will help us get more engagement, meaning when people search the quilting tag, we will pop up more often, which is always great.
Yes.
Our Jolly Bar row along, we're on week 4, and that one goes along with our Jolly Bar book too. So it's a $9.95 book. And here is the block we're on this week. Basically, we give you a PDF to print, and it tells you what to do in the book. And I'll show you my quilt. And then we're almost to the end of this one. So I use Bloomington. I made this quite a bit ago. And so you can see we're on the 3rd row, and the block's on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So that is super fun. And then I'm just going to go into new items, and then we'll just do a Q&A. I wanted to let you know on our quilting channel, we did release some videos last week of this. This is a brand new panel by Stacy Itsu for Moda.
Yes.
And it will make 10 children masks, which are about this size. And it will make 10 adult masks. And so we have a video on how to take that panel, and with one panel you can make 18. This one's fun.
Ooh, the mustache.
You can make 18 panels.
Yes. So that's 10 children's and 8 adult.
Sorry, did I say it wrong?
I wasn't sure, so I was just going to reiterate.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so cute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so here's the panel. Also new, we got a Thimble Blossoms puzzle.
So cute.
I know, it's so awesome. So I know these are going to go fast, just like Lori's did. Lori's puzzle, we have 50 left. Once those are gone, we will get more at the very, very end of September. So if you're interested in this puzzle or Lori's puzzle, both of them, I would order them fast, just because everyone's staying at home, and so puzzles are going like crazy. And obviously when we bought the puzzles, we had no idea that the pandemic was coming, and so we wouldn't have known that puzzles was going to be a trend. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we ordered a lot, but not enough for what's going on now. I would love for my kids to do one of the puzzles. They're kind of, I think I puzzled them out a little bit. I think I gave them too many puzzles. And then we tried diamond painting. I don't know. And we tried cross stitch, and both of them, my kids were like, this all takes too long and it's too much work. And I'm like, oh my goodness, children. So those are some new items. We also got this. We thought this was very original, so I asked Adita if we could borrow it.
So cool.
I know. I could totally see Lily making this and wearing it.
Yes.
So it's called the Beach Comber Jacket. It is a pattern. Look how pretty it is. So awesome. And I thought it was very original. So it takes 30 fat-8ths, 7 quarter yards, straight quarters, and then a crew neck sweatshirt. And it's just a brand new pattern. I thought it was really awesome.
She has a video on her YouTube channel that we've linked below where she shows you how to make it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool because instead of batting, she uses like a sweater that you would get at like Hobby Lobby, like those like basic sweaters.
Yep, and it's got really nice photos.
Yeah. Super cool.
So, Lily, are you going to make one?
I'm really thinking about it because I've had the idea before and I'm like, I have no idea how I would do it. And now that she has the pattern and the video, I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah, and even on the back, like not everything lines up perfectly, so it doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like how she did this part where it's just regular binding, so it doesn't, if you're a quilter, you can do it. So I just thought that was really neat, and I asked her to borrow it because I think it's so cool.
Yeah, so thanks Aditya for
So you
letting
can
us
make it
borrow
any
that.
size, fit it to your sweatshirt, and then trim it down. Another new thing we have is on our Fat Quarter Shop Floss Tube channel, we have this brand new cross stitch prism tutorial. It's really cool. What it is you put your needles in it and you wrap your thread around it, and then your needle will stay in it. It is Soft and Stable right here by Annie, Soft and Stable. So you put your needle in and it'll just stay in. See, it's right there. You just put it in and then you just throw it in your bag, like literally throw it in your bag. And it is made from foam core board and Soft and Stable. And we just made a couple of them. Cody had this idea. I think it's really cool. I have a couple of them. So that is new. That's a brand new video on the Fat Quarter Shop Floss Tube channel, which is our cross stitch channel. We would love for you to subscribe and like that channel also, because we don't have very many subscribers there and we need to get some subscribers there. So you guys need to go over there and subscribe for me. I also wanted to show you these. We have this in, sorry, I'm kind of dehydrated. We have these in aqua, and they were so popular that one of our distributors asked us to make it in different colors. So it is a great thing. It will work. You can put this in your purse with you can use it for pens and pencils, just everyday things, or you can do something like this, which is sewing, and it's a hard case. So if you put it in your, I don't know, like if you put it in your purse, it's not going to get beat up. Like it's not going to mess up what's in the inside, I guess. And so we have obviously the aqua, and now we have the pink and the green, because those were so popular that we made more colors.
So cute.
And then another thing that we have is Rolling Star is a brand new pattern. It's a classic and vintage. So this is a brand new video. The pattern is free for the block, and if you want to turn it into a quilt, we have a low price pattern. The fabric is Homegrown Holidays by Deb Strains. Jocelyn designed it, Victoria stitched it, and Mike quilted it. And you can see the quilting a little bit better on that gray right there. Yeah, so it's like a snowflake.
So pretty.
So that is also a new video that we wanted to show you, just to show you that we have lots of new videos all the time. And I wanted to let you know that Quick and Easy Quilts is a brand new magazine, and I have a pattern in it. So that's super awesome. I was honored to be asked to contribute. And we don't have kits or anything, and we don't sell the magazine, but we link to it so that you can buy it directly from them. And of course, when we made that one, we used Bonnie and Camille fabric.
Yes.
So guys, that's what I have today. It's not too much. Obviously, it's still a ton of stuff. So let me know what questions you have. We can do a Q&A. We can do whatever you guys want to do today.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to start going back down the list of questions we've been getting. From Barbara Dixon, where did you get that beautiful clock?
Oh, it's a Moda clock. So you can search, we can put a link below to where you can buy it. It is a brand new clock. Moda came out with two. They came out with that one, which has spools on it. And then they have one it's black and white for your laundry room.
Super cute.
And the laundry one was really funny because I loved it. And I thought, I don't really have anywhere to put it. Because we have like all cabinets in our laundry room, just because that's the way the house was built. And so I thought, well, I could find somewhere. And I brought it home and I was like, Kevin, where can we put it? And he kind of looked at me and was like, take that back to work. He was like, there's nowhere for this to go. But I was thinking, I'll find a place. But there was no place for it.
From Matthew Modise, have you ever thought about doing a quilt where some of the blocks are cross-stitched? My grandmother did some of those.
We've kind of thought about it. We're not quite there yet.
All right, from ANMLVR, Animal Lover, 05. Question, do your patterns display cutting diagrams? As a beginner, I find it intimidating to cut and inevitably mess up and have to do it again.
No, we don't. If we have something that's really like you're going to cut a lot into a like if you got a fat quarter and you're going to cut a lot, we will do a cutting diagram there, but most of them don't. We do always give 5 inches extra. We are kind of known for that in the industry, is that if you buy a quilt kit from Fat Quarter Shop that we cut or we write the pattern for, you, unless you make a really big boo-boo, you're going to have enough.
From Donna Barron, do you have another sew along in August that is Christmas related?
No. But we're going to have some stuff in the fall that we're going to talk about in August that you could turn into Christmas if you wanted to.
All right. And then about Aditya's jacket, Gina tells like, Lily, let's wear them together. I love it. I totally rock it. Yes, we would totally rock it.
I know. It's so cute.
I need to make some. And a few people are telling me I should do it. So now I'm doing it. I'm going to do it.
I could totally see Lily making it. It's
yes.
so cute.
Oh, Janet Sweetlove also said, Lily, let's twin. I'm making that for sure. All right. So I guess when I make it, I'll have to show it so I can see who's twinning with me.
Yes, she can. Because I'm not making it. I'm too scared. If you guys want to know the truth, I'm way too scared to do that.
From Tina Rudin, could Kimberly put Edith's jacket on to see how it looks?
No, because I'm sure that it's way too small for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. So the cool part with the jacket is you can make it in different sizes, and it's just based off of whatever sweatshirt you buy.
Yeah, whatever sweatshirt, yeah.
All right.
And it does look like she has two different colors. Like she put right here in the front. Like, look, the binding is all green except in the very front. Yeah. She did a little green, orange, and then over here she did a little orange.
Oh, that's super cool.
Kind of like a little, like it makes it like when you're wearing it half and half.
Yeah. And Lynn Thurston was asking, what was the name of that channel again for our floss tube?
Fat Quarter Shop Floss Tube. Go there right now, subscribe and like, please, because every day I go and look at my numbers every day, because right now, guys, YouTube is growing like crazy, and I want to grow that crazy. One of the people that I watch he's a psychologist and talks a lot about, like, I've shown it to Lily. His name is Dr. Todd Grande, Grande. In 61 days, he got 100,000 subscribers. Now, I know how he's doing it because he's covering a lot of true crime and a lot of famous actresses and stuff. But I'm like, oh, what can I do to get 100,000 subscribers in 61 days?
I guess if everyone subscribes right now,
yeah,
it could start growing. Shameless plug. From Diane Baskell, would work awesome just as a regular pin cushion, also wouldn't it? Talking about the floss prism.
Yeah, you could. It's just that when you put your pins in, you would have to put them in sideways, like up and down. But yes, you could use it for your pins. It just would be a pin cushion that's kind of like a pyramid. So it's kind of like down, because what we did is it's foam, and it's a completely free tutorial, but it's just foam core board, wrapped with the soft and stable using a glue gun, and then you just tuck in the sides, and it's really great because you can just throw it in your bag.
From Wilma Evans, is Prim going to be a sew along?
Yes. I don't have the dates yet, but yes, I'm sure it would probably be like November, December.
Oh, from Lisa Clark, they say, I know you mentioned this on a recent live, but what rulers do you recommend?
I only use Creative Grids. So I use Creative Grids, and I use the 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, and then I use the 6.5 by 18 and the 6.5 by 24. And then I have some others that I sometimes use, but those are the ones that I use daily and keep right on the very top of my stack so I can find them easily. So yesterday I was working on something, we're working on something for September that's very scrappy and is going to encourage you to kind of dive into your stash. And I got so glad I did this before the AC broke, because I wouldn't have been able to do it after the AC broke. But in our old house, we had really dark brown everywhere because that was kind of the style. And our new house does not have brown anywhere except our bedroom. And it's just been driving me crazy. And so I finally convinced Kevin to let us get a new bed, because it was like Memorial Day. So of course there's a sale. So I waited until the sale, and I got, we don't have it yet, but a bed and 2 side tables. So I needed some, I needed to make quilts for the side tables, but I really wanted to use my stash. So everything in that quilt I made, it had to have from my stash. So the border, the everything, the backing, everything. So I used a big chunk of my stash, and I'm going to be able to show y'all later, but I'm mailing that to Gina today. I don't even know why I started talking about that. How did I get onto that? I don't even know. Like, I just started.
It was the quilt that you were working on.
Oh, yeah. So when I was working on that, it was a lot of tiny pieces. Even the pattern was from my stash. So I was using all those rulers because it was like different sizes all over the place. Lots of tiny cuts.
From Sarah Schmidt, do you use the new magic pins? And if so, what size and color do you like?
So the Taylor Seville pins are super nice. I only have one size of them. I prefer any of the ones that are the patchwork or the ones that are super thin. I like my needles, my pins to be thin. So I do have one pack that I use. I can't remember exactly which one, but I haven't bought more than one just because they're kind of expensive.
All right, from April Kane, loving the pillows. What pattern is the flower pillow, and would that be appropriate for a wedding gift, or what easy quilt pattern would be best, please?
Oh, that would be great for a wedding kit. So that's going to be in our new book by Lori Holt that comes out in October. That would be a great wedding gift. And the back, of course, her instructions have the envelope pillow because that's how she does all of her pillows. That would be a great wedding. Oh, so pretty. Maybe I can make one of those for my bedroom.
All right, from Heather McInnes, does Kimberly know about the Australian picture books about Pig the Pug?
Yes, I have it. Somebody sent it to me. One of you customers sent it to me. So sometimes I get gifts from you guys, and I'm going to tell you why I don't show them on the channel. Because I do not want people sending me gifts because I feel so guilty when I get a gift. So what we do is I'll send a handwritten letter to everybody that I get a gift so that you know I got it. But I don't show it on here because I don't want people to feel like they have to send me something, and then I feel really guilty that people are sending stuff. And I don't do the channel to get gifts because I feel really guilty when y'all send stuff. But yes, and my son has it, yes. I think somebody sent it right when I got the pug. So I've had him about 3 years, 3 or 4 years. Maybe he's going to be 4. I think his birthday's like this month. We don't even celebrate. Yeah, I think it's, I've got to figure it out. I bet his birthday just passed, I think.
Oh.
He's 4 now, I think.
Oh. From Tony Giles Boldy, the artwork on the sidewall of quilt blocks, are they available for purchase? I think she means the decorations that we're using.
So over here, we bought this. Cody bought this at Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago. We're not paid to say that. We bought it. And then these were both at Hobby Lobby, and they're on like a side cap. And the only reason I know that is because in Kimberly Stitch Squad, which is our Facebook group, people were posting pictures of it on where to find it because I haven't been to Hobby Lobby. I haven't been anywhere. I did go to Michael's yesterday because Emma wants to get a Cricut.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, we'll go, we'll run in. So we went straight to that section. And they're just really expensive. So I was like, I don't know. So basically, I'm going to look today to see if I can find one wholesale. And if not, I'm going to try to use our American Express points because with her braces, what we do, anytime we can get a discount with anything, we'll pay it up front just because I will do anything to get a discount. So her braces, we can either do like a monthly payment, which I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to remember to pay that every month? Or we can get 5% off if we pay it all. So I told her, I was like, well, I'm going to have to wait because we have to pay next week. But yeah, it was a really good appointment though. I took her because I had braces, but I'm like 46. I got them when I was like 16. That's like 30 years. Yeah. So I had like a lot of questions because I couldn't figure out. And so they showed me these videos and it was really explanatory. So when we got home, well, last night, it was really good to be able to show Kevin what it actually does because they're all words and you're just like, what? But yeah, it sounds like she's going to have them about 2 years, which is about what I had them. Yeah. And then one of our other sons will have to have them, but we wait till all the baby teeth are done and then do it once. So we don't want to do it twice. We don't want to have to pay twice. But we know 2 of our kids are going to have them. The other 2 have pretty straight teeth, luckily.
Yay. From Aaron Palmer, will there be any sew-alongs with apricot and ash?
Not that I know of, but Ashley can email Corey Yoder and we can ask. And Corey Yoder has a wonderful blog. She is going to start doing videos, and she has a Facebook group. I think it's called Coriander Quilts Group. But we can email her and ask. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful group.
Yeah. I think we featured that collection in a few upcoming videos we filmed.
Yes, and I think we've got some quilt kits coming, but I don't think any of them are sew-alongs, right, Lily?
Yeah, I think
it's really hard. We have a lot going on here, and I can't keep up. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
From Curly Locks 856, maybe your garage for the black clock. I have a huge vintage.
Oh.
Yeah, hang on. I can't read today. I hung a vintage battery clock in my garage, and when I leave or return home, I love having the time in front of me.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
You know what my dad used to do? My mom still has it, but I think it was because of me or my mom. So I don't know. Today I'm just going to tell you old stories. So when we grew up, we never had a garage. Our garage, my dad converted it into like part of the house. And because we had like a really small house. So we always parked outside like for years, for like 20 years. Well, then they bought a different house, but you had to park your car inside your garage. But my mom, who's like drives really fast, I know she's watching, she would hit stuff. So my dad did one of those things where he like pulled a string down and then had a little ring on it so that she knew where to stop in the garage.
Uh-oh.
And it's still there. Like when I drive her car and go in there, it's still there. Because if you live in the country and you don't park in a garage forever, you don't know how. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, oh my God, you're going to like wreck you're going to wreck. Oh my goodness. So that's why he had to do it, because like me and my mom didn't know how to stop the car.
That's really cute.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm even talking about these things. What did she ask? I don't even know. I'm off today. I'm a little bit hyper.
I don't remember right now. From Paula Thorne, can you make recommendations for several white-on-white fabrics for backgrounds? Images are hard to see over the internet.
Okay, I really like Blossom White on White. It is by Christopher Thompson. I love that print. That's my favorite go-to. Mm-hmm. And I use that in a lot of Lori Holt stuff. And a lot of my Lori Holt quilts. And I have stacks of it. Because yesterday I was actually looking at it, because part of my quilt that I used my scraps for, I had to find a background. And it was funny because I have like a cabinet, so I would take one stack and then one stack, and Peyton was like, because he was in there with me, he was like, what are you doing? Why do you keep getting stuff and then putting it back? Why are you doing that? It doesn't make any sense. And I was trying to explain to him like, oh, I'm trying to audition the fabric for the quilts. And he was like, audition? He's like, that's the weirdest word you would ever use. So.
That's funny. From Sarah Shear, will there ever be a Halloween mystery quilt along? The Jelly Snowflake has been fun.
We could email Jocelyn and see if she can do it. The thing with Halloween, I'm going to tell you, the reason why it is hard and would be hard is Halloween fabric comes out in April, May. And for us to keep that in stock, because if we do a sew-along, we've got to do it right when the fabric comes out. So then if you're doing a sew-along in May with Halloween fabric, people are like, what? So it would be really hard to sit on that fabric for 6 months. But we could like add it to like our marketing list and see what we can, like maybe if we could do like a basics, we'd probably have to do it with like Kimberbell Basics or something that's a basic that we can always get. Mm-hmm. because it ships, how many months is that? April, May, June, July. That's 6 months ahead, which is also Christmas, but Halloween is also harder. Like there's very few Halloween lines compared to Christmas lines. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
From Mary Alchin, can I buy the book only for Prim and Proper?
Yes, and it will ship. You can sign up to be on the notification list, and that will ship in October.
Okay. From Jacqueline Woodard, I have a question that was brought up before when you did a live stream with Tula Pink. Would love to know if Kimberly could maybe convince Tula to make some cross-stitch kits.
Oh, it's on the back burner for right now.
Okay. Linda Hester says, Kimberly, do you watch Bailey Sarian? Mm-mm. She's got an awesome true crime.
No, I did watch this week. Netflix had a special about New York and the mob and all that, and Rudolph Giuliani, and I watched that. I kind of knew all of that, just because, I mean, I've watched so many things. And then I watched Hulu. I watched a couple things. But Hulu's great. Like, I don't know what I was doing all those years without Hulu. Yeah. I haven't watched as much TV this week. Mm-hmm.
From Jenny B. Lombardo, is It's So Emma named after your daughter?
Yes. Yes. And that was named before I ever had my boys. Mm-hmm. So sometimes they do get upset because why does Emma get that? Well, it was before I ever had other children. Peyton, we have little peas, which are our patterns that are for babies, and they're little peas, and that's what we call Peyton still to this day. We call him little pea.
Aww.
And then Will, we just did the quilt William's Honor, and Will is named after my father. And then Christopher, it's been hard to do stuff because that name is so long, and I have this thing. His name is not Chris. I do not like for people to call him Chris. It is like probably my biggest pet peeve. His name is not Chris. His name is Christopher. That's it. End of story. One time he knew, because he knows how I feel about it. He said, I'm going to go by Chris. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not.
Aww.
And, yeah. So we haven't done Christopher just because it's a long name. But in our Fat Quarter Baby book, all of their names are in there.
Aww.
Yeah.
From Linda Hester, will we be getting more summer sweet fabric?
That one sold out quick. We reordered some, and some might come back in stock in September. So what happened, that was in our Sew Sampler box, and right now everything is selling at a much higher rate than we bought for, because we bought for fabric 5 to 6 months ago, and sales have gone up, and our purchasing has not gone up to meet that. It will in the future, and it will probably level out. It kind of goes like this. But that is the reason why, and I know some of you are very upset and put very upset messages, and all I can say is I'm sorry. We obviously didn't know how well certain things were going to sell and how sales were going to go up because of masks.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. From Vicky Weisensel, will you be ordering Sandy Gervais' fabulous fall quilt kit from Riley Blake?
I don't think we bought that collection, but I'm not sure. If you want to email me, Kimberly@fatquartershop.com, I can look into that, because off the top of my head, I cannot remember. Mm-hmm. And I just basically, we have a big book, we have binders, and we would just flip through and then look.
Vicky Tusek was asking, where did you get the aqua stand that's on your right? Oh, she means that. I see.
Oh, Hobby Lobby.
Yes.
The little 3-tier. So Hobby Lobby has those, and they're kind of all over the store. And then where they keep their wooden buckets, sometimes they have them on the other side of that. So I would say Hobby Lobby, you could get that. And I don't think you could get it at Michael's. So, but we've had that for years, right, Lily?
Yeah.
That's not a new purchase.
That's before I worked here.
Yeah, that's old. But I mean, that's where we get everything here that for the set. Hobby Lobby. If Hobby Lobby doesn't have it, Michael's. We try not to go to Michael's because Michael's is really expensive. And we try to keep things on a budget here. And Target. Mm-hmm. Sometimes Joann's. Mm-hmm. But Hobby Lobby for the budget.
Yeah. From Elizabeth Uline Hyman, how do you know that you are creasing the correct spot on the economy block paper? Are there faint lines that show you where to crease the spot? Afraid I won't be able to center it in the correct spot.
Oh, it's the solid lines. Mm-hmm. And you can crease it from the front side. Mm-hmm. And then when you turn it over, you'll see that crease on the back side. And then you just go a 1/4 inch over.
Yeah. You can also use a light box or hold it up like to a light to see where that line is as well. It's a lot easier than it sounds, I promise.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those things where you do it once and you kind of get your rhythm and then you do it. So anytime I'm doing foundation paper piecing, whether it's our pads or anybody's, I will always, if it's going to be a quilt with a lot, I will do one block first just to get the rhythm of it. Mm-hmm. And so when I do the log cabins, I'll do one first. If I have like 20 to make, I'll do one, get my rhythm back, and then go back and do more so I don't make any mistakes.
Mm-hmm. From Deb Brass, when using ginghams or plaids, do we need to cut squares or any block on the straight of the grain or the pattern of the fabric? Hate to see wonky squares.
I usually just try to, when I cut right. I always do straight. I don't ever do bias. So whichever, if the fabric is printed this way, that's how I'm going to print it. That's how I'm going to cut it. If it's printed this way, that's how I'm going to cut it. I don't ever do bias. So I just, when I put my ruler on something that has either a stripe or a gingham, you know, obviously I've already starched it and ironed it, and I will just put my ruler down and kind of look and follow the line and make sure that it's straight. And, or if it's words, yesterday I was doing words, and if it's not, I just tilt my ruler slightly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I don't do anything funny like move the ruler on the bias or anything like that, because that would just waste too much fabric for me.
From Ray Ann Finch, what white solid does Kimberly use with the Blossom tone on tone?
So if you're using or maybe she's asking for the SKU number on that.
Oh, okay.
So we can look up the SKU number if you want to pull up, maybe. But I wouldn't use like a Bella and a Blossom together. I would just use the Blossom instead of the Bella. But the Bellas that I use at home are 97, 98, and 200, and 60. I just use, right now I have a Bolt of color 200, and I'll just use that for the next batch. But the Blossom is called White on White, and it is, she's writing me the SKU number down. Why don't you just say it?
Oh, okay. SKU C
350?
725 white for the Blossom tone on tone.
Okay, say the whole thing again.
SKU number C 725 dash white.
Okay. Yep, that sounds right.
Yes, I talk faster than I type. From Erin Palmer, is it possible to get a pattern for the Fig Tree Halloween Sew Along?
So when she does sew along, sometimes she does those exclusive to her shop. So it might be one of those. That might be what it is. I'm not sure. But we do have the Halloween figs, Halloween sampler, and we sell that pattern.
And then we have a couple suggestions for Christopher to integrate it into a
tell
name.
me.
Pokey Little Pineapple said Christopher Cross Stitch Thingies.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Christopher Cross Stitch. And Barb Setterdahl said maybe a Christopher Christmas quilt.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right. And then Isabella Smith says, what projects will you be using the Cricut for?
Okay, so this is what Emma thinks she's going to do. Emma said she's going to start an Etsy. Okay, so she downloaded some kind of program for Apple, and she got an iPad. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, Create. I don't know. Some kind of, I don't know how to do anything digital. I don't know how to do anything on the computer except spreadsheet. So she bought some kind of art thing, and then what you do is you take and you draw stuff. So what she said she's going to do is start a sticker company. So she used all the ink on my sticker. She bought sticker paper because they got nothing to do. So I'm like, okay, buy sticker paper. She used all the ink in my printer. Okay, now she wants to cut them out, and she says she's going to have an Etsy shop, and she's going to ship stuff. And I said, well, who's going to ship stuff? And she said, well, I'll put it, and then you can drive it to the post office every day. And I was like, yeah, I think I have a lot to do already.
Oh.
And then we had to explain to her, because she doesn't know how to draw. Like, she's new at it. So she's taking other people's images and then changing them. And I said, well, if you do an Etsy shop, that's fine for at home for you and your brother, because they're also printing wrestling stickers. I mean, people's faces. I mean, that kind of stuff, not just like font.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, you have to like do your own to do an Etsy shop. But she's not going to really do an Etsy shop. Please, I hope not. Because I'm not shipping anything for her, because I'm doing good to get through the day. Every day. But I mean, I think it's good. And so she wants to have something where her and her brother, she wants to just do like positive quote stickers and print them out and then have it cut. But her brother wants wrestling faces. And they're going to share the machine. But by sharing the machine, I mean, she's in control of the machine because she's older and she won't mess up the machine. And she has learned how to use it. But they're just so expensive it's just a toy. She tried, I mean, we're just basically going from craft to craft to craft because they're bored. And they have painted so much. They did rocks and put them all across the neighborhood. And I mean, they're just going from craft to craft because we got to keep them busy.
All right, from Jenna Boy to Joe says, we need a calendar for all the roll-alongs and sew-alongs and pattern releases like Jelly Snowflake. There's so much, it's hard to keep up. So
okay, well, we will let Katie know. That might be somewhere, I don't know.
Yes, I'm not sure. I think that's something we had been working on.
Yeah, and that's why we do the live stream each week, is to kind of like keep you in the loop of what we're doing also.
Yeah. Okay. Deirdre Powell, she said, I am on the Stitch one too, meaning our floss tube. Really wish there was a beginner series like in the quilt. I used to cross stitch. Oh, yes. There
is. So when we started that channel, we did some beginner videos way back. I think we have a playlist for it.
We do. Yes, so we can share that.
And I mean, we might do like a whole beginner series like we did with quilting with that, maybe next year or the year after.
From Alicia Westerman, will A Very Coriander Christmas using Holliberry be sold as a kit? The Block of the Month Club is full.
No, because we cannot get more fabric.
From Mike Thayer, has the missing fabric been found yet?
No, I don't know where that fabric is. And I don't know. I mean, it's really bothers me because I don't know where. I was even looking behind my stuff. I was like, maybe it fell.
Oh, no.
But I mean, it really, I don't know where it is. But I'm definitely like knocking stuff out on quilting this weekend. I'm going to finish like a bunch of projects. I basically cut a bunch yesterday, and I'm thinking once I cut all that and then take it to work, then I can just tear that room apart again and just try to find it.
Yeah, I feel like a few people in the YouTube comments have been suggesting maybe it's like in our set somewhere at work, and we've been moving things around like to clean, and not popped
and
up.
I don't know where it is. It's kind of one of those like, I don't know, it's sad because I like that fabric and I need to use it. But yeah, I'm gonna be knocking out a ton of stuff quilting this weekend, and because I have, what I do is I cut and I put design boards and just stack them, and then they stay in order, and I might leave them there for a month or two. I just kind of stack stuff. But once I get all those stacks out of there, which means I'm gonna sew like crazy, I'm gonna look again.
All right, from 198ASC, will you be getting Wyndham Heather Ross 20th anniversary yardage?
Yes.
Okay. From Donna Kehoe, will you be restocking Granny Garden quilt kits by Lori Holt?
Yes, we are waiting on, there's like 3 SKUs out of stock, and Riley Blake is expecting a shipment either the last week of August, first week of September, based on the last information that I have. And so yes, as soon as we can get more.
From Wendy Albert Grozewicz, will you be doing reservations for Lori Holt's flea market line that's coming out this winter?
We should be. Yeah, it should be online as a pre-sale, and if not, there should also be a click to be notified. So that should already be online.
All right, and there were a few comments about the jacket. Oh, Kathleen Wise said Lily should model the jacket. It's a little small on me. So, not that I tried it on earlier. I just know it's
tiny.
Gonna be too small.
Like, I don't know. Like, it would fit Emma.
Ooh,
I don't know. It would fit Aditya. Aditya's tiny, but there's no way it would fit me. My arms wouldn't even go through the hole.
If you watch Aditya's video, I think she wears it in it, and on her Instagram, she's been modeling it. So if you want to know what it looks like on a person, that's where I recommend going. A few people are recommending I make the jacket from Free Spirit fabric or Tula Pink fabric. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Debbie Stevens also said she likes listening to my lovely voice and accent. And by the way, she's loving the show.
Oh, thanks. So Lily's from Arizona.
Yeah. So.
But she doesn't, I think her accent is pretty, like, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's not Texas.
It's not Texas.
My accent used to be much worse.
Yeah. I don't know what my accent is.
I'm like, I don't know.
I do speak Spanish, so maybe that plays into it a little bit. Yeah. My drama teacher told me I don't enunciate my D's or T's.
Did you go watch the Walter Moda?
I did. I watched it last night.
Did you like it?
It was really good and sad, but amazing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So it was Walter. What is it?
Walter Mercado.
Okay, so he was a
astrologist,
and it just talks about the story of his rise and fall, I guess. And
his life.
Yeah, it was good.
It was.
But
really
I started watching on Netflix. I'm like, who is this? And then at the very beginning, they talk about how, like, if you watch Spanish TV in the 80s, it was a thing. And I was like, well, maybe Lily knows. And Lily was like, yeah. And then I got upset because they were showing, like, Donahue and, like, Geraldo. And I'm like, I watched all that. I don't remember this guy. So I was like, because I used to watch all that stuff.
Yeah. Also, I realized because I watch everything with subtitles on, if you watch with the subtitles, they translate everything he says to English. So, because I was like, why didn't Kimberly? She said that it's because I had subtitles on and they just did it.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh.
Because, part of it was in Spanish. At the beginning, it was more. And I don't know any Spanish. And so I was having a hard time following it. So I stopped it. I did Google, like, okay, who is he? What is he about? And then that kind of... It was hard to watch if you didn't know who he was in the 80s and you're watching it. You're like, I don't understand. I didn't get all the things, but it was good.
Yeah, no, it's funny because something else had come up about him recently before you mentioned it, so I was already thinking about him. I was like, yeah, I remember, like, my great aunt and my mom would he would just be on. And
Yeah.
I was never sure if he was a man or a woman, but like, I feel like that was a big part of who he was being
what he
kind
was.
of, that way. But yeah, very cool person.
And it was funny how when they asked him about the plastic surgery, he was like,
yeah.
"No, I haven't." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah."
Yeah, I think, what did he say? Just a little thing here.
Oh yeah,
with,
just
like,
on my cheeks,
yeah,
right, or something.
something
I was
like
like,
that.
that's not right.
Yeah, but no, it was very sweet. It's one of those just like heartwarming stories at the end.
Yeah, I like to watch any kind of documentary. I watched one on Bill Wyman, who's a Rolling Stone bassist. I don't even know anything about the Rolling Stones, and I was telling Kevin about it, and Kevin was like, "Oh yeah, he built the whatever." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
He built the whatever.
Well, he built a certain kind of bass. He cut it out, and I don't know. He like kind of invented it, and I don't know. But I watched it. It was interesting. I'll watch. So basically, what I'm saying is, I watch a documentary about anybody because I think everybody's life is interesting. Some of them are harder for me to follow because I don't know who they are. Like, I don't know the Rolling Stones. I don't know. I mean, of course I know their music, but I'm not really a music person.
Well, there's some very sweet comments coming in, and I just want to say thank you to everyone for all the sweet comments. They're talking about my accent and when I pop up on camera and just saying very sweet things. So thank you. I see you.
Yeah, maybe when we do I'm going to take a day off one day, and I'm going to let Lily and Jocelyn just do a live stream.
Woo!
And I'm not going to show up that day. I'm going to sleep in.
Ooh.
I need a day. Like that's what I'm thinking of doing when dance comes back to normal, if it does, or school, or anything. And I have to go out of town with one of my kids, like baseball, whatever, anything. I'm hoping, come on, let's go back to normal life. When it goes back, I'm going to have to take a day off at some point. I haven't taken a day off in like ages. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. No, it's well deserved. All right, so we have a few more questions, but I do want to get through members and super chats that we've been getting real quick. From Pie Nigrin, they gave us 11 and okay. Thank you so much, Pie. Oh,
thank you.
They're super piggy. And then our next super chat was from Love Pugs, Pugs with a Z at the end, and it's for $9.99. And they put, I think it's a little fox holding a heart. That's pretty cute. It's like this.
Thank you.
And then we have a new member, Allie. Welcome, Allie.
Thank you.
And then we had another super chat from Barbara Coyle for $2, and they put a little pair that's wearing sunglasses going, "Hey you."
Aw.
It's cute.
Thanks.
And next super chat was from Pie again for 55 and okay, and they say, "Are you sure the lost fabric isn't in the freezer? That sounds a lot like something I would do. Hope you find it soon."
Thank you. There was one time where I threw away, okay, remember like in the 2000s, 1997, you know, there was the cordless phone when people used to have a home phone. And one day my phone disappeared. And never found the phone. I think I threw it away. It's not uncommon for this to happen to me or my mother. Let's just say that. I can be a little dingy. But yeah, that phone, it was like an expensive phone. Because remember back then it was like super expensive. But yeah, I never found that phone again. Had to buy a new phone. So that was probably worse. Because that was before cell phones.
And then Pi also gave us another super chat for 22 and okay, saying, "I always enjoy your videos. Thank you."
Thank you.
Thank you, Pi.
I still think it's hilarious that y'all come and watch me every week. I don't know.
That's great. And then this next comment's in Spanish, so I'll read it out loud and then translate it. It's from Yanira Lopez. They say, "Hola, soy Yanira Lopez, vivo en Miami y soy de Venezuela, soy su fans, sus trabajos son maravillosos." So she's saying, "Hi, I'm Yanira Lopez. I live in Miami, but I'm from Venezuela and one of your fans." And she's saying, "Your work is marvelous."
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
So I think that's where they had like an event for him in Miami.
In Miami, yeah.
Like, I guess is it like a museum?
It was a museum, yeah, and they had an exhibit like dedicated to him, and he was there at the opening night. It was like a huge deal. Okay, I'm gonna just take a few more questions here. Hang on, let me find one here. Oh, funny comment from Gail Statford. "After last week's live, I got hooked on Nutella." That's hilarious.
My goodness, I gotta stop eating it.
From Pat Smith, "Will Naughty or Nice come in a jelly roll?"
It should have. If it's not there, then it's sold out. A lot of Christmas sold.
Yeah, I think that one like just came in.
Okay, then if it just came in, then it should be available.
Gabriel Fuentes was asking, how's Piggy?
He's good. He's got to go to the vet. We had to make a vet appointment for like a follow-up, and so they said what we do is you drive up, you text, they take the dog through the window, they take him in, and then you come back.
Nice.
Well, I don't know how he's going to do with that because he might, I don't know how he's going to do. It makes me a little bit nervous, even though he is a dog, but it's like giving your kid through the window. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. So I'm a little bit nervous about taking him, but we'll see. It's just a shot, but he doesn't do well at the vet. He doesn't do well at the vet, so I'm hoping he does okay.
And from Paula Lobo, they were saying, can you see Kimberly has green bunny ears from the quilt? And I was like, what do they mean? They mean the leaves sticking out. They look like little...
Oh, it does.
It's cute.
That's funny.
I was like, what do they mean green ears? And then I read it correctly.
That's funny.
All right. And then last question I'm going to ask here from Gwen Smith. What good shows are you watching on Hulu?
I watched the Disappeared series, which was really good. I watched the Bill Wyman documentary. I'm watching one about the Bouviers that were, it's called The Last Summer. I'm in the middle of that one. And I watched Snapped on there. I've watched every episode of Snapped, but I love to watch Snapped, so I get one good Snapped a day. I don't know, that's crazy. Kevin's always like, why do you watch this stuff? He thinks I'm crazy.
That's funny.
Awesome. So guys, have a great weekend. I'll be back next week with who knows what. So have a great weekend and go subscribe to our Fat Quarter Shop Philosophy channel.
Yay. Bye guys.